Hi, I'm Anastasia. Welcome to this gentle yoga flow designed to be safe for those who are pregnant. Now, if you are not pregnant, that is totally okay. This practice can still be really beneficial for you. The only modifications I'm going to make in this practice to make it appropriate for someone like me, I'm 38 weeks pregnant right now, is not twisting deeply, not going onto the belly, and not going flat onto the back. So you're welcome to take those ranges of motion if they're safe for you, and always do what's safe for your body, whether that's different or the same as what I'm doing. And please check with your healthcare provider before starting this or any exercise program. So today's flow is a kind of untraditional full moon flow. If you're doing this in close to real time, you're close to the harvest moon that just happened last night into this morning. So we'll continue to feel the positive energizing effects of this harvest full moon, our connection to the spirit world from yesterday into today and tonight. And we'll do a full moon flow, a chandra namaskar that has a little more flexibility components. It will feel a little stretchier than our typical full moon flow. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seated position. Does not have to be cross-legged, but it can be. Sit up nice and tall, stack one vertebra on top of the other, crown of your head reaching up to the sky. Give your shoulders a big roll up to your ears and down and back. Palms turn upward comfortably. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze as you begin to slow your breath and move it in and out your nose only. Long, slow inhales, filling up the chest cavity and abdomen completely with air. And full exhales, pushing out every drop of that breath. With your next few inhales, take a little inventory of your body, noting how all the different parts of it are feeling today. If any part of it is in need of some extra care or attention, just make a mental note of it so that you can do so throughout our practice. With your next few exhales, let go of your day, anything you've already done, whatever you have left to do, anything troubling your mind or your spirit, just drifting away. With your body and mind connected in this space, please silently set an intention for your practice. It could be something physical, like becoming more flexible, or something mental, like finding peace. Set yours silently now. Maintain this nasal breath throughout our practice. You're welcome to have your eyes closed at any time. Just be aware that this affects your balance. Remaining in your comfortable seat with your shoulders down and back, vertebrae stacked. Drop your chin toward your chest. Roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. And continue in this slow circle. Thinking about lengthening rather than crunching down. Take Take your time, especially in any spots that feel sticky. Once your chin reaches your chest again, reverse direction. Pause with your chin at your chest. Your next inhale, open the arms, lift the chest and face. Exhale to round, drawing the navel in, rounding the entire spine like you're giving a great big hug. And follow your breath. Know that we never have to move in unison. We never have to utilize the same ranges of motion. Your next inhale, reach up. Flex the wrist, turn the palms away, nod your chin. Follow your breath. One more cycle of breath. And we'll find neutral spine. If your legs have been folded, go ahead and shake them out a little bit. And we'll come into some Janu Shavasana variations. So we're going to draw that left heel in as far to the groin as it can come. The right leg extends. Ideally, we have about a 90-degree angle between our femurs or our thigh bones. Let's take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to your left. We're going to keep that other toe flexed up toward the ceiling. Don't want it drooping anywhere. Stay active in that leg. Gaze where you want. Keep your sitting bones grounded. Next inhale, we lift. Exhale, side bend. That arm falls inside the leg as we reach up and over with that left arm. Shine your heart up toward the ceiling. Gaze where you want. Next inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to your left. Now, if you've got a baby here, we want to make sure not to cut off any blood flow to the abdomen. We wouldn't want to reach across, so we can go to the same leg as we twist. If you're comfortable, safe to reach across, you may. Spiral those vertebrae up toward the ceiling, shoulders down from the ears. Next inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to your right. Again, reaching across only if it's safe for your body. And inhale, lift. Exhale, turn your body and float directly over your leg. Again, we want to make sure we're not compressing the abdomen. If you are pregnant, especially further along in your pregnancy, but we can walk those fingertips along either side of that leg, looking down at the knee. Again, keeping your sitting bones grounded. You might feel a stretch more through the hamstring or through your low back. Whatever you're feeling, it's exactly what you need. And let's bring that outside hand across. We're just going to walk it forward. Now you can go as low as you wish. I'm keeping my back a little straight here as I walk my fingertips forward, just so I don't feel any compression through my abdomen. Inhale and exhale, walk it up. Let's take a bilateral stretch here, meaning that both sides will be stretching equally. We'll take both legs wide wherever that is for you. Maybe that's still keeping a 90-degree angle. Maybe it's bigger, maybe it's smaller. It does not matter. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Coming down where it works for you. Inhale and exhale, walk it up. Now we're going to draw that right heel as far into the groin as it can go. Left toes flexed up toward the ceiling. And we can make that 90-degree angle, more or less, with those femurs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, side bend to your right. Opening the heart up toward the sky. Gaze where you want. Sitting bones grounded. And next inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Reaching inside that leg, definitely the more intense of the two directions. Next, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to your right. Only reaching across if it's safe for your body, safe for your baby. Next, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Shoulders down from those earlobes. exhale, turn the body and float over that leg. Hands on either side. Looking down at the leg, and you can walk it out in a way if that works. Again, being cautious not to compress the abdomen. Let's stay low, bringing that outside arm across and walking it forward. Inhale and exhale, walk it in. We're going to take those legs to a wide leg seated forward fold. Take them where you need. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. I referred to this as a bilateral stretch earlier, meaning we're stretching both sides equally and simultaneously, versus a unilateral stretch like our Shavasana, where we're doing one side at a time. Inhale and exhale, walk it in. Let's go ahead and move on to our hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of the feet relaxed on the mat. You're welcome to come onto your fists if your wrists need more support. Inhaling and exhaling through cat-cow. Inhale, face and hips lift, belly drops. Exhale to round, drawing your navel up and in. Follow your breath. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. You're neither arched nor rounded. Gaze just beyond your fingertips. Belly gently lifted. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers forward. Tuck your toes, and we lift back and up into downward facing dog. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Look through your legs. Feel free to pedal your feet or wiggle your hips, just doing what feels good here. Feel free to take those legs wider if you need. Now drop onto your knees, taking them as wide as you want. Big toes together behind you, hips back toward your heels. Your head can come down in child's pose, arms can reach or come around the legs or behind the head. If child's pose is not comfortable for you, which for me right now it's not, you're welcome to just find a comfortable seat. I'm very comfortable sitting back on my feet like this. You could always come to an easy pose like we began our practice with. Maybe a hand on the heart, hand on the belly as you rest. Our intentional rests are for the purpose of ensuring that our breath is moving in and out the nose only, and for making sure we stay focused upon our intention. So whatever is a comfortable way for you to do that, you may. Let's come back to hands and knees. Taking a couple more cat-cows. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. Either arched nor rounded, belly gently lifted, gaze beyond your fingertips. Spread your fingers, index fingers forward, tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Press your chest back, look through your legs, pedal or wiggle. Let's walk the feet up to the hands. I'm going to keep mine wide. You're welcome to bring yours closer, about hip distance. Relax your head and neck. Make sure it's dangling heavy. You can grasp your elbows if you'd like and rock or sway. Let go the elbows, roll up slowly. You can soften your knees or even support on your thighs. Shoulders move up to your ears and down and back. Abdomen and tailbone pulled in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Also a very convenient rest should you need it. Coming through an untraditional moon salute, chandra namaskar. Again, not taking it in a traditional way, we're going to take some of the postures in a way that is not quite as muscular, but more focused on flexibility. Of course, we'll still build strength as we support the body through every movement. Go ahead and bring your feet right together. Zip up your thighs, squeeze the glutes and abs tight. We reach those arms up. Your right arm drops down as your left reaches up and over. Now, if you're looking, show you from the front, we're here. Keeping everything pulled in, you can push that hip to the side if it feels good. Gaze where you want. We lift up. And we step it wide for goddess pose. We'll draw those elbows down and back to strengthen those back muscles. Everything externally rotated. Sitting down only as low as you want. Extend the arms and legs. We're going to angle that back foot, pointing those front toes straight to the front of your mat. Keep everything pulled in tight. We just passed through that 5-pointed star. We're going to move into our triangle. Reach long and hinge it over. You're welcome to support on the thigh or the shin, just no direct pressure on the knee. Gaze where you want and keep your hips pulled under your body. And here's where we start taking these postures a little untraditionally. So instead of going right over our belly into pyramid, over that thigh, we're just going to float that arm down. And you can take your hands away from the leg. Rather than framing the leg, we're going to go away. Now, if you're really tight through your hamstring and inner thigh, you would just walk it further away. Relax your head and neck. We're not compressing the belly at all. And although we're not directly over that front leg, we're still really focusing on it. Now we're going to bend that front knee, spin the back toes, wiggle long. And we're going to drop that back knee and foot down, coming into our low lunge. So I'm inside this leg. I can stay here or walk it up to stretch my hip flexor. My ankle is under my knee rather than my knee being in front of my ankle. That made my knee get really crunchy. So we can see why it may not be the best idea to have that foot back. Relax your shoulders. Again, you can be low here if this feels better. This feels better for me right now. Now, typically in our chandra namaskar, we come to our skandasana, our low lunge. Instead, we're going to bring this right knee down. We're going to sit the hips back as that back leg sticks out to the side, and we can just rock into it. Stretching that inner thigh. Cushion your knees more if they need it. And instead of our malasana, we'll come into frog. Both knees are down, and those knees slide out to the side. So if you're on a hard floor, we can really get that sliding action. So be careful. We don't want to slide further than we intend to. So from the side, this looks like this. The knees go wide as the pelvis drops low. So this may not, you may not go super deep here. That's okay. We're opening those hips from this low position. Rather than from that squat. Let me go ahead and walk it up. Draw the knees in some, and we'll stick that other leg out to the side for that other deep inner thigh stretch. We can definitely move around with this one. Take it where you need it. So with our chandra namaskar, moon salute, we take all the postures and then we take all the postures in the reverse order on the other side. Cyclically, as if we're going around that full moon, clockwise and counterclockwise. And we're going to spin those back toes, drop that knee down, bring the other foot in front, ankle under the knee. Make it as long as what works. We can stay low or walk it up to stretch that hip flexor. Whatever works for you here. Now let's go ahead and tuck that back toe, lift the knee. We're going to step that foot in a lot, almost to where those legs are in that triangle position. Back foot is angled, front toes looking forward. Or you can walk this out in a way if you're a little tighter. Relax your head and neck, still focusing on that front leg. Not a pyramid pose, but still getting that deep stretch through the front hamstring. Still lengthening the spine. Walk it up, pulling those hips under the body, reaching the arms long into triangle pose, Triganasana. We can support on the shin or the thigh, but not the knee. We can even hover, working those abdominal muscles more. Gaze where you want. Lift your body. We turn into 5-pointed star momentarily. Inhale, exhale, sitting down into goddess. Externally rotated, only sitting down as low as you want. Elbows drawing down and back with our cactus arms to activate those back muscles. Extend arms and legs. We'll step to the back of our mat now. We'll reach those arms, inhale, and exhale, side bend to your left. We drop that arm down, so we're pushing that hip to the side. Gaze where it works for you. exhale, palms to your heart. Let's find our Tadasana, our mountain pose to rest. Shoulders down and back. Breathe. Maybe you close your eyes here. Make sure that breath is moving in and out the nose only. Realign with your intention. As we come through our chandra, namaskar, our moon salute, albeit untraditional, one more time, starting with the other side, ending with the other side. So noticing if anything feels different as you're approaching the next posture from the previous. Should feel a little different. Still focusing on this greater flexibility version. We'll draw the feet together. Squeeze the thighs, lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale, crescent side bend to your left. If you want to, you could interlace the fingers, point the index fingers up as you do so. Keep those arms close to your ears. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it wide. Finding your goddess pose, cactus arms, elbows drawing down and back. Extend arms and legs, 5-pointed star. Angling that back foot, pointing those front toes forward, keeping everything pulled in that midsection. Reach, 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 and hinge over into triangle. Supporting if you would like, hovering if you would like, just no pressure on your knee. You always want to be careful to prevent hyperextension of the knee. And now let's float that hand down. Both hands come to the floor, walking as far away as you need. Relax your head and neck, letting it dangle. Let's spin those back toes, bending the front knee, sliding them long as we drop down. Front ankle under that front knee, not behind it. You're welcome to walk it up in our low lunge, shoulders down, or you can stay low in more of this lizard pose, whatever works for you. if both work, but only momentarily, that's okay too. I think right now my body's not completely sure what it likes and doesn't like, so I'm just moving cautiously. And we can walk it back a little bit so we can switch which knee is down, extend the other leg, and focusing on the inner thigh. Can rock around. Come onto your fists if your wrists need more support. I'm always amazed with how intense this very simple stretch can feel. I'm a pretty flexible person and it still feels pretty intense to me. So just move without judgment with your own body. If something feels intense and you feel like it shouldn't, it's not true. Just go with it and move cautiously. It's okay. Now we'll bring that knee in to slide both knees wide in our frog pose. You might stay up higher. You might feel that it works to come down lower. Again, it doesn't matter. Whatever works for your body today. Could be different than what it did yesterday or last week. Try not to pass any judgments in that way either. We walk it up. Moving on to that other knee and extending that other leg along. Can move with it here. Whatever works. We're going to switch knees here. Spinning that back leg and toe, bringing that other leg in front, making sure the ankle stays under the knee. We can walk it long as we can. Always cushion the knees if you need. We can walk it up or stay low. Now we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the knee, step that back foot in, angling it in line with the front heel. You can walk your hands as far away as you need to relax your neck. Focusing on the flexibility of this front leg. And we lift up to find our triangle, supporting on that shin or thigh, or just hovering, pulling the hips under, gaze where you want. lift your body up. Finding your 5-pointed star. Breathe. Everything externally rotated. Inhale. Exhale, sitting down into Goddess. Extend. We'll step forward. Feet together, reach your arms, inhale. Exhale, side bend to your right. Again, we can interlace the fingers, point the index fingers up if you want. Let's lift up, inhale. Exhale, fold. I'm going to step my feet a little wider. Relax your head and neck. Step back to your downward facing dog, pressing that chest back. Look through the legs. Heels reach towards your mat. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Fingers are spread wide. Index fingers forward. And let's drop onto our knees, taking them wide and finding child's pose, or coming up to sitting in an easy pose. We're getting ready to move into a final relaxation. Now, if you are pregnant, especially further along in your pregnancy, lying flat on the back is generally not considered safe. So you can lie on your side. Please do what's safe and comfortable for you. If you prefer to just stay in an easy pose, that's okay too. But I will bring us into and out of our relaxation. So let's start to move in that direction. Coming down into a comfortable place to relax. Again, I'm going to move to my side, because that works for me pretty well right now. You're welcome to take a traditional Shavasana, lying flat on your back with arms and legs melting out to your sides, or something else. As you come all the way down, just let every muscle relax. Your toes just roll out. Your strong leg muscles melt like sticks of butter in the hot sun. Spine is long and strong and supportive beneath you. Abdominal wall and chest relaxes as you take a natural breath. You no longer have to breathe in and out your nose only. Your jaw relaxes, tongue falls away from the roof of your mouth. Arms just droop and drift. Your brow unfurrows. as your eyelids become heavy. Let your mind drift away to somewhere very, very peaceful. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly waking them up. Rock your head from side to side. And when you're ready, if you're not already there, roll onto either side into a fetal position. When you're ready, use your two strong arms to push you into a comfortable seated position. Does not have to be crossed legs, but it can be. Sit up tall, feeling strong because you are. Remind yourself of your intention and thank yourself for working toward it. Recognize that whether or not you're doing a moon salute or a variation of it, at or around the full moon or some other time, it is energizing, beneficial, and connects you spiritually. Let all the benefits of our practice go with you. Take a big inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Namaste. I appreciate you joining in on practice. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share with anyone you feel might benefit, even just from a few minutes of flexibility or breath work. Again, my name's Anastasia, and I hope to see you very soon.